This is iHeart Communities. I'm your host, Jade Harrell, keeping you connected to our community. Well, while you're having a great time this summer, don't lose track of the time that it is time to get our kids ready to go back to school. And it's not easy for everybody. That's why it takes all of us to chip in and do our part. Well, this brother's been at it for 17 years and is not planning on letting up at all. Craig Blac, Community Cuts for Kids, is back, and we are excited to have Craig joining us today to talk about it. 17 years, Craig.
Yeah, 17 years, Jay. This year.
You've made lots of families so very happy.
Yes, and, that's all we try to do is to give back and to help out. That's all we do.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're so humble. Drop some of those numbers and tell me how many children were served last year with this initiative.
Last year, we touched about 2,000 kids.
See,
They
a little bit.
They actually came through and grabbed some free school supplies and stuff like that. But we cut probably like 750 total between St. Louis and East St. Louis.
My goodness. Yes. So, you're doing a little bit of something. A little bit of something in a very big way. So, Craig, just remind everybody about your foundation and your organization and how you came up with this idea in the first place.
Well, it's the Craig Shields Foundation. That's my legal name, but I go by Craig Blac from my radio days in St. Louis. And it's all about giving back and building up the self-esteem in our kids. We cut and we style heads for the first day of school. We do boys and we do girls, and we make sure that we make them feel good about stepping in on that first day, looking real sharp with a haircut, a brand new hairstyle, and a brand new backpack with some school supplies. That's our mission right there, to uplift our children. So I came up with this event through my job in radio in St. Louis with a station called Q95.5. Some of y'all remember that. Y'all OGs remember that from back in the day. Nobody can forget that Q95. Program Director Mike Fox actually asked me to do a community event, and I was like, you know what, let me brainstorm, and I thought about let's cut some kids, let's style some kids' heads. So we had probably like 8 or 9 barbers, and we did probably like 30, 45 kids. And it was a great success for the time limit that I had, so I decided to keep it going. So when the kids left, I kept it going. When I left the town, St. Louis, I kept it going, and we're still going right now. It's a great event, and it's for the family. It's for everybody. So bring the whole family out.
Absolutely. Well, you added some fun things. There's moon bounce and face painting. Of course, there's gonna be the best music. We're feeding folks, but certainly for the family getting ready, some of you guys have to have physicals. Some of you have to have some screenings, and those health screenings will also be provided. And here's what's great. Not only are we getting them ready for school with how they look and the cuts, we're sending them off with some school supplies while they last. So this is a tremendous effort, and now it's on both sides of the river. Craig, I'm just so very proud of what you've been able to do here.
Yes, that's on both sides of the river, just like you said. We're doing this on Saturday, August the 12th in East St. Louis. It's going to be, we got a brand new location in East St. Louis. We're going to be at the Urban Batcave Salon and Barbershop. Once again, the Urban Batcave Salon and Barbershop. That's 109 Collinsville Avenue in East St. Louis. So we're going to have the street blocked off that day. So y'all come out. You can't miss us. Big moon bounce in the middle of the street. We're going to have McDonald's out there serving up drinks, a big grill going, giving all our kids hot dogs and stuff like that. So I got to shout out McDonald's, got to shout out Church's Chicken, and everybody that helps me out, Central Bank, and also St. Louis Unbanked. St. Louis Unbanked.
The regional unbanked, St. Louis Regional Unbanked Task Force is a part of this effort.
Say it again, Jay.
The St. Louis Regional Unbanked Task Force, Bank On, Save Up, is a part of this effort, because there will also be some information there. We are really trying to establish healthy families, and part of that includes banking with a financial institution instead of maybe a payday loan or mattress bank.
Yes, it does. It's the education that we got to give our parents so they can help out their kids in the long run. So we can have some finances, just to better ourselves in life.
For sure. Now, you've got some really great sponsors who have gotten behind you in this effort, and it takes a full-out team in order to make this work. So what is the need that you may still have to have a successful event on Saturday, August 12th, and Sunday, August 13th?
Well, I always need stylists.
Okay.
I always need stylists. And East St. Louis, I always need stylists, and in St. Louis as well. But, it's just the point where, East St. Louis is a little bit harder because it's on a Saturday, for one thing. And then, that's the biggest day for barbers and stylists. Mm-hmm. And then, it's just so hard to get people from the St. Louis area to come over to East St. Louis. So I'm reaching out to all the St. Louis stylists. Come on over. Help me out on Saturday, August 12th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can go to the CraigShieldsFoundation.org to register to volunteer, or you can call me. You can call me. I give out my numbers, 314. Yes, I do.
Wait a minute. You still got a 314 number, Craig?
I still got a I've been living in D.C. since 2012 and still have a 314 number, 314-514-5762. St. Louis is my second home. I would never stop doing this event as long as blood is pumping through my heart, and I will always have my St. Louis phone number. So
give us that number again. Yeah, give us the number again.
314-514-5762. I'll say it again, 314-514-5762, or go to the CraigShieldsFoundation.org. We're also in St. Louis, Jay. We're in St. Louis on Sunday, August the 13th, at the O'Fallon Park Recreation Center. That's from 2 to 6 p.m. That's that big brand new YMCA. Y'all know where it's at. Yep. Come on through there. We'll be there from 2 to 6 p.m. Once again, we'll have sponsors. Who's coming through? McDonald's again. We'll have Church's Chicken again. Mm-hmm. We'll have food for everybody. We'll have face painting. We'll have music. I got to shout out a couple of the DJs. My man D to the C. My man C Note. Everybody that helps me out. So we're going to have a young lady that's going to come through, and she makes balloons. I forgot. Her name is Crystal Johnson. It's called Into It. I think it's Into It. Crystal Johnson's going to be there. Yep, she's going to be making custom balloons for the kids as well. So I got to shout her out. She just hit me up yesterday and said she wants to come through and take care of some of the kids. So we're going to let her do that. So, it's like I said, it's a family event.
It really is. Now, are you looking for other volunteer businesses like that can help with the experience, not only the execution?
If somebody wants to come and donate some more school supplies, of course, yes.
Right. I know, right?
So if they want to help out, because we always run out. We never have enough school supplies. I'm going to be honest with you.
Believe me, the need is great. The need is great, and the fact that you've been at it for this long and have committed to continue to serve is definitely admirable. So if you want to be a sponsor or volunteer and add your skills, your time, your input. We really want to hear from you. So go to thecraigshieldsfoundation.org, thecraigshieldsfoundation.org, and click the Become a Volunteer button tab, and you can enter your information there, and they'll be really excited and ready to reach back out to you so that you can be a part of the fun. Now, just describe what the day goes like for those that never have come out.
Okay, well, we start off basically with lining everybody up. So we get the line going and we give out numbers. And people can pre-register on the website as well. So you want to go to the Craig Shields Foundation and pre-register. And that'll hold you a spot in line. I already got the first 20 slots already.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to...
That makes sense.
So if you want to... I cut the registration off at 50, pre-registration off at 50. So I got 20 already. So if you want to beat that line and be one of the first 50 people, go to the CraigShieldsFoundation.org, pre-register, and we'll have your name right at the table. But we'll set you up a line, and you'll be one of the first 50 people, 50 kids to get in and get a cut.
Nice.
So that's how we start the day off. Then, we make sure everybody gets through the gym, and we go through all the vendors. You can see all the whether it's somebody from a uniform store, whether it be one of the healthcare vendors, whether it be McDonald's or somebody else, you can just go through there and get your free stuff, as we call it, that swag, pick up your stuff. And you can jump in the moon bounce, get your face painted, and we make sure we call out numbers nice and loud. We have our runners. That's why we can need volunteers as well. People run and make sure that the numbers are called, that you don't miss your place in line to get your hair cut.
Okay. That sounds very, well, I mean, that's cool because, something this large, you wonder how do you organize all of that? Now, one of the questions I had then too was, what are the eligibility requirements with who can actually come and get a cut and get the screenings? Who's able to participate?
So we only do school age kids.
Okay.
So We do from 5.
You're not gonna line up my Uncle Joe.
Jay, you might be a model for us. We never know. But
line up my Uncle Joe, man.
We do from kindergarten to the 12th grade.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything
and
with
parents?
Yeah.
I was going to scream out to the parents. Please make sure that your kids' heads are clean.
Okay. You want them washed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So there's not, when they say they're not coming for the spa, full out shampoo, scalp treatment, all of that.
If they're not coming for that, we do give out, I do set aside 100 book bags and giveaways for the first 100 people. Let you come and grab some stuff. And when those 100 are gone, we don't give out any more than that until we get all our people with haircuts done.
Okay. So, yeah.
So that's how it works.
Well, that sounds like a brother who's got it together. After 17 years, you've got a system.
Yeah, you got a good system. We cut down our line real fast as well. We don't make sure that we, because we got to turn them clippers off at 2 p.m. on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
And at 6 p.m. on Sunday. So we make sure we cut that line off at a certain time. I can't tell you exactly what time. We give, have to look at the room and see how many people we got in the room, and then we cut it off.
All right. Well, we wanted to be sure that everybody knew that the Community Cuts for Kids is back on social media. Make sure you share and also help us with the all call for our stylists. Use the hashtag CCFK for Community Cuts for Kids, so that folks can follow. And again, Saturday, August 12th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Urban Bat Cave Salon and Barbershop. That's 109 Collinsville Avenue in East St. Louis, Illinois. And on Sunday, August 13th, they get started at 2 p.m. and go until 6 p.m. at the O'Fallon Rec Center at 4343 West Florissant. We're talking haircuts. We got styling for the little girls, music, food, moon bounce. Now that's for the children too. Grown-ups, stay out of there. We got face painting, health screenings that can get you all set for checking in with ease on your first day of school. And of course, the very essential school supplies, and all this courtesy of the Craig Shields Foundation and my man, Craig Blac, with the biggest heart ever.
Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate what you do, Jade. I really do.
Man, Craig, for years, you got my commitment. And as long as you keep doing it and as long as I'm able, you got my commitment to talk about it.
All right. That's what we need. St. Louis helping out St. Louis. That's what it's about. We
all
give
right.
back.
All right.
Yep.
Well, Craig, you got any words for your folks here at home?
Please go to the website, thecraigshillsfoundation.org. Volunteer, donate, give back. That's the CraigShieldsFoundation.org. Log on, check it out. It's a nice site.
All right. Yeah, it is. I've been clicking here ever since we've been talking, actually. Nice work, Craig. Keep up the good work. Success to you and blessings in every aspect and every endeavor that you take on, my friend.
Well, thank you, Jade. I appreciate it.
All right. Talk to you soon. All right, that's it for this week. If you have questions or comments or have something you'd like to include in the community calendar, you can leave a message on our message box at 314-333-8369, 314-333-8369. And for more information about our show or any of our guests, you can visit us online and listen to the podcasts at Spreaker.com. That's Spreaker.com. And search Community Connection with Jade Harrell. You all be blessed, do blessed, and take care.